Black Cat Lounge is sponsored by Beacon, a home for those who have a passion for filmmaking and the unusual. The Haunted Hinsdale House. Those who walk there do not walk alone. Paraware, apparel for the action-seeking paranormal investigator. Dragonfly art and soul for all of your magical, metaphysical, and spiritual needs. Mystery Control, your go-to feed for science, magic, true crime, the paranormal, and so much more. Niagara, one of the top rated destinations in Western New York. The Black Cat Lounge is part of the Paraflix Entertainment Network. Everybody, Tim Shaw here. Thank you for being with us again today at the Black Cat Lounge. We got a great show for you tonight. We have two of my favorite people. These are really great. And this location that we're going to talk about is, you know what? It's stupendous. It really is. And I've had some, I'll tell you, I had a peak experience there. So we will be talking about that. We're going to talk about the history and everything about it and all the craziness that goes on there. Now, before we go on, I want to thank everybody at the Western New York Pagan Collective who put on the picnic last night. Josh Klein was the spearhead on that, and I got a chance to meet so many great people along the way. It was just fantastic. So many. I was able to network out. And it's just so nice to be able to work with a community that is looking to help, to share, to unify. So I had a great time. Plus, when I won that, I won a beautiful portrait of Santa Muerte. And if anybody doesn't know who Santa Muerte is, she is actually a folk saint down in Central America of the downtrodden. And Josh Klein did an unbelievable job. And guys, it's in my collection area, and just so guys let you know, my collection area now runneth over. I have no room in there. People have been sending me stuff, and I think I'm going to have to go, and I'm going to have to start taking over another bedroom or something in the house, because I can't believe I just don't have any. I have absolutely no room anymore. So it's so thankful. I thank everybody that sends me things, and each and every one of them is probably one of those things that people don't really see. People don't get a chance to go and enjoy. So anyway, let's go and bring on our guests tonight. And I'm going to tell you what. I first became aware of this location. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. Well, I know it was before COVID. It's funny how you date things before COVID and after COVID. Well, I know this was actually definitely before COVID. And I've been there several times, and each time has been better than the last. And it is just phenomenal. And you guys know that I do have an interest in some medical stuff and especially turn of the century work, and a lot of the homeopathic work that was very, very popular at the time, and some of the stuff that may be a little how can I go and describe it, a little borderline. I'm going to just say borderline, but this location, it's down in it's down in Salamanca, New York. And if you guys live anywhere in Western New York and you guys have not been there, you guys must put this on your bucket list. So please welcome two fantastic people I always love seeing. I don't get a chance to talk to them enough. They and their mom, Lori, They are the heart and soul of this beautiful location. They have preserved it, they've researched the history of it, and they embrace the haunted history of the location. So please welcome to the Black Cat Lounge, Brooke and Zach. And I am not going to, I promised them I wasn't going to kill their last name, but I'm going to just go and say the way I pronounce it is Schitzel. The way they pronounce it is Prystal. So please welcome really two great, fantastic people. Guys, how are you? Thank you for taking the time out to be here tonight. Man, you guys are like totally effervescent, iridescent. You guys have your running shoes on 24/7, and you guys are working so hard. I got, seriously, you know what? I have so much respect for you guys because of the fact that you have taken a building, a historically significant building, and you guys have put so much work, it's heart and soul in there, because I remember years ago when I first went in there and to what it looks like now, it's like night and day. It's a phenomenal place. So let me just ask you, we'll go with Brooke, ladies first. Brooke, yes. Why the hell did your mother buy this place? I'm just going to go and I'm going to bring it right out there. What attracted her? Why did she buy it? I mean, because so many people always ask me, why do location owners own the location? So what's the backstory on that?
Honestly, I still ask her sometimes, but from what it all really started is as soon as she saw the building, she just had some kind of calling to it. I remember before she purchased the building, I mean, she probably toured it 3 or 4 times, and she just had the voices in her head, obviously, like other family members and friends telling her, I've absolutely not, like, you're insane. You're never going to be able to fix it up. Why would you take that on when you're about to retire? And, it's just absolutely insane. Why would you do that? But she had this calling that the house, kind of just called her to it. And I feel like that's a lot of locations is they definitely do pick their owners. I've always felt like that.
Now, this one's for you, Zach. This one's for you.
All right.
You married into it. You married into it. You had no choice. You married into it.
Yeah.
What is it? What is being a character? Not just, I shouldn't say a caretaker, because a caretaker seems you're just like in and out and you're like a handyman. You are more than that. You are a person that goes in there and absolutely you're immersed in this. And we were talking off air, and I am just like so impressed about how much research you've done. And on top of it, you're doing a lot of work by, on top of it to preserve, running around, you're doing it, and you have this passion for this location. So let me ask you, what is it like to be a part not only of the family, because we know you love the family, listen, I'm throwing some, I'm giving you some points with the mother-in-law, but what is it like?
I believe that sometimes.
What does it feel like to be so immersed into this location, into this beautiful place?
Dude, it's honestly incredible. I love it like so much. I have so much passion for this place. Like ever since I came there too, and it's like how Brooke was saying with being drawn to it though. It's like I've always kind of felt that way too. Like ever since I came there, and it's funny, I met Brooke there actually. I met Brooke there for the first time too. That's the craziest thing.
Wait a minute. Now we're talking about para-romance.
Yeah, so no, seriously, though. But it's just the building itself is I don't know. It's the first time I experienced something really incredible too. I had a lot of paranormal experiences throughout my life. I did, but then that place took it to a different kind of level too as well. It's funny because I literally fell in love with Brooke and Wildwood too. It's the same time. I literally it's amazing. Blew my mind. I always had a passion, always had interest. I would say into the unknown, right, and just trying to figure out the unknown, as much as a lot of other paranormal people do, right? And like I
Exactly.
remember being in the
Exactly.
basement. One time I was in the basement, right? And this is one of the first experiences I was in the basement. I was sitting, they had me go in the tub there and everything. I was like, this is kind of weird. I'm like, they're like, you should go in the tub. And everything. I'm like, why don't you go in the tub? Like it's fucking weird, bro. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll sit in the tub, whatever, right? I'm sitting in the tub and like we had like all the devices on you, like cat balls. They had like um one of those animals that like go off the like it's like a sensor. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
like they cost like a few $100 or whatever. They had one of
Yeah.
those. It was like all
Paratons,
going
yeah,
off to like
triggers.
touch and everything, and then they always REM pods and they're all going off. And I'm like asking, I'm like, what's that do? What's that do? And they're telling me, I'm like, what the fuck? And then these flashlights are all turning on and off and everything. I'm like, there's a lot of stuff going on. Everything. I'm just like, okay, that's crazy. And then I remember feeling touched, like someone grabbed my arm, and my arm got all cold and everything. And I was like, what the fuck? And like, it really felt like someone grabbed me.
Oh yeah.
It freaked me out. It freaked me out because like
Yeah.
I was like, and seeing all this happening with like the technology and everything. I never actually sat there and investigate with like a bunch of equipment. Blew my freaking mind, dude. Blew my freaking mind. But it's funny though because like me and Brooke actually didn't even end up getting together like until like months after that though because we actually both had partners and everything at the time.
It was
And like
a couple years
yeah,
after that.
yeah, we actually didn't get together until later.
Yeah.
Until later, but like it's funny because like we talk about it too, like. But at that time when we were there though, like we both knew that we'd eventually have a future together though. It was like it was weird, like it's like looking at each other. Like, we once we both first seen each other, it was almost like it's crazy. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but like time stopping almost. Like just like looking at each other, just knew like something more was
Even if
eventually
you
gonna
were
happen.
friends or something like
Weird.
that, just
It's
a part
weird.
of each other's life.
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. It's
But
definitely
really,
good. But dude, it's a
yeah.
blast to be a part of this though. It's where I'm getting at though. Really, seriously,
But
like
this is so much
everything we
passion.
do is amazing
Love
with
it.
that place. I love it, man. I
Well,
really do.
I mean, I think that's where so many people they don't understand. A lot of people will come up to me and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got to pay so much X amount of money to go to this place or
Oh, it's a
that
lot.
place." But it's like you got to tell people. First of all,
Yeah.
you
I
know,
got it.
places are expensive to keep up. Number 1,
Yep.
number
Yep.
2,
Mhm.
you know, the people that are involved, these are not 8-hour days. These are 12-hour days. These are
No,
almost
seriously.
18, 20-hour days sometimes,
No,
and
yeah, it's a lot of
and
effort.
you're on call. So long as someone is at the house, you're on call. You
Right.
Yep.
so
Oh
it's
yeah, yeah.
it's so much. So it is an unbelievable it's just a gift. It's just a passionate gift. Now, before we go on, let me ask a
Yeah.
little bit about the history because this place is
Sure.
fascinating to me because I did a little bit, I'll just say a little bit of research in the poorhouse, the
Yeah.
asylum period of Western New York. And there were, and people don't get it, not only were there hospitals, but they were places, private little infirmaries, such
Yeah.
as Wildwood. So tell everybody a little bit about the history.
Yeah. So do you want to go on? Sure. No, you go on.
You do the history every day.
You do it. Yeah, I do it every day. Exactly. So you do it. I do the tours all the time.
Well, yeah, so it basically kind of starting at the beginning is so on documentation we have 1900, but we do believe that it is older than that.
Mhm.
The town historian has told us that they believe it's older as well. While we've been renovating and everything, we just find little characteristics that don't fit really 1900, more stuff that would be earlier than that, like square nails, gas lighting. We actually
Right.
still have a few gas light fixtures that still work. Just different little things like that make us believe that it was older than that. And then obviously the doctors purchased the buildings in the building in early 1900s, and we believe so. We've been actually reading articles that make us
Mhm.
think that the dates might be a little different than what we originally thought. So a lot of them are pointing that it actually opened up in the fall of 1909.
Yeah, 1909.
And they were an osteopathic infirmary. That's actually how the doctors both met. They met at
Right.
Osteopathic College in Missouri.
Yeah.
And so Dr. was listed as the superintendent, and then Dr. Perry was listed as the head physician. And Dr. Henderson actually had his own doctor's office at his own house as well, too, in Salmaca, where he practiced
Right.
osteopathy as well. But so they took up to 8 or 15 patients at a time. Some articles say 20 or 12, some say 15, but right around there. And they treated so anything that was non-contagious. So
Mm-hmm.
hysterical women, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, crazy Sue, things like that. Anything that was non-contagious.
Right.
And then later we found a different article that said that they at one point did take tuberculosis patients.
I was going
And
to just ask you
That's
about that because,
yeah.
because a lot of times, because I know that like Dansville and Gowanda, that they were always up to capacity during that
Yes.
one time period.
Mhm.
So I was going to ask you if they ever took anybody that had TB, because again, I mean, this was it was a care facility,
Yeah.
so it's so very, very important. Now, before we go on, and you have a copy of this,
Yes.
yours truly found this on eBay of all places. This is a postcard from was it 1914, I think, or whatever, maybe not. 1919. This is a postcard of
Yes. That we want
Wildwood
so badly.
Wildwood Sanitarium. And what is amazing is my little finger is going to be over here. There is little X's on these windows.
Yeah.
And the woman, wait a minute. You know what I have? Let me just we'll do a little bit clearer photo of that. There we go. That's a clearer photo. And you will see
there you go.
on the second floor, you'll see small X's. And that is where her room was, a patient. And she wrote here, this is the back of it. And I don't even want to tell you guys that I paid, well, I think I paid $15 for it or something. And I saw that and it was like, buy now.
Right. You know what's
It was
crazy
cheap
about that
on it.
postcard though, too? Like on the front, like see on like the bottom there, it almost looks like they're like digging up something. Like you look
Right.
on like on the bottom left there, it almost looks like they're digging up something. And on the back, it almost looks like grave markers, right? Like I don't know if you ever like looked at it that closely to see on the back there, like if you know what I'm talking about on the front there.
I've actually
It's really strange.
I've actually taken a magnifying glass to that. So
Yeah.
I was, it's something that, and it's just the unfortunate thing is, and everybody can see, it's just out of focus.
Yes.
Just out of focus. So it could
Right.
be markers, it could be agriculture, it could be survey stakes.
Right.
Just out of focus, and that's where it just gets so frustrating.
So it's definitely interesting, and like I've like speculated on a lot, and like a lot of people have gotten activity like paranormal activity though, like talking about bodies being there, like, and we never done like a ground penetrate radar or anything like that. We haven't done that yet. We want to kind of do it in the future. We're thinking about it, trying to talk with my hands.
I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah,
I may have a connection for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really?
Because we use at Concordia Cemetery where I volunteer and I dig up tombstones. That's what that's some of us. That's what we do, and we actually locate a lot of them with ground penetrating radar. So maybe we can work. Maybe I can work something out there and see what happens and see what we can.
That would be cool. That would definitely be cool. We were thinking about, especially some recent developments and
especially just because it keeps coming up.
Yeah,
a lot of times it's strange too. A lot of times in the basement, and the spirits bring it up on either like EVPs or through the spirit box. They keep mentioning that there's 7. And then this past weekend, we asked them about it. Well, we had our glow event at Wildwood, and they told us that there was children there as well. And they were telling us that is why there's so many children's spirits at the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's definitely like really crazy. I mean, like I don't like just in general, like it's okay. So like even like just like the activity has been off the charts lately. It's just like really strange. So I remember, like I was telling you before we went on, I want to tell a story. Like so.
Yeah, please.
I was
tell
doing okay. So I was opening for overnight the other day, and it was right before like a lot of people know that like the Selena Spooky Boo came and everything, right? A lot of people like seen that happen, everything, post about it. So the day before that, there was this other YouTube group that came. They weren't as big, but that doesn't really matter. But they were filming me doing the history tour, and I was in the library area on the second floor, right? And I'm sitting there talking, and I'm telling them about this experience I had in the basement. So I was in the basement, and this was some years back. This was actually in late 2023 in October, and I had this experience in the basement where I seen this little boy peek around the corner, and it scared the crap out of me. I was there alone, and I
Wow.
was cleaning up after our overnight group. I went downstairs. I wasn't expecting anything. Like I was not expecting anything. Just trying to clean up and everything, make sure everything was good for the next coming group for the night. Then the tours and everything. I was just cleaning up the building. Seeing this little boy peek around the corner, and he looked like kind of like even like how the camera is right now. You see how my eyes are all black like that, like that, but like really tired. Like he just looked like
Right.
really tired. Super tired, like, and he looked just like how we do, but like transparent,
Like underwater,
like
right?
almost like underwater. Yeah, it was like really weird, like
Wow.
fuzzy, almost like transparent. Like I could see through him, but like
Wow.
at the same time,
Wow.
like almost like you could look like he drowned. Like it was like he was like pale, like super pale. It was weird. It was crazy. It was only for like a few seconds. It scared the crap out of me. I literally fell on the stairs, and
And he came home.
yeah.
He came right home.
Right before I came home, though, I looked at my
Yeah.
phone because I was checking the cameras because I thought someone broke in or something. I was trying to rationalize them. Like, what the heck? Because like I normally don't see them like physically. That's more
Right.
of her thing. I don't really see them. Like I normally don't see them like that. Like that freaked me out. Like I'll see like shadow figures, like corner of my eye, I'll see shadow figures, stuff like that. I'll feel the energy around me, stuff like that. I'm pretty intuitive and stuff too, but I don't normally visually like see apparitions often. So it definitely freaked me out to actually see something like that. Like face
your
to face,
logical mind
especially
kicks in,
because I've,
man. Your
I've seen
logical,
apparitions.
yeah.
I think I've seen apparitions. I think I've seen apparitions before that. Like there was this one graveyard I went to one time, and it was like far away though. So like it could have been anything. I thought like I seen like this lady in like a dress or whatever, but it was like far away. But like that was up close. That's what really freaked me out. It was like up close. It was like not far from me at all.
Wow.
Like maybe like 10 feet.
Wow.
It freaked me out so bad, dude. Honestly, it's like the craziest experience I've had there. But what I'm getting to though is so that I was telling that exact story I just told you in the library. They were recording me, and as I'm telling the story and I'm talking with my hands, because I do that a lot, it's so I'm
We
saying
all
I
do.
move my hands around, I'll talk.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sitting there saying it, and then you could see on their camera as they played it back that I had like a white hand, like an apparition, like on my leg.
Really?
And as I'm telling the story, I finished the story and I clapped, like I like clapped, like to, like basically wrap it up, right? Go like that. Right after I did that, you heard another clap, and we
Wow.
got it on video and everything. We were all just like
Wow.
what the look, like what? We just all froze, like, and we're just looking at each other, like we all heard that, right? Like yeah, and then like I'm over here like trying to step on the floor and everything, trying to figure out like if I did it on accident or whatever. We're not trying to debunk it and everything. We replayed it back. It was crazy.
That's amazing.
It was
Let me
nuts.
tell you. Let me tell you what
Dude,
before
dude,
before
it
the
was
show we were
absolutely
talking.
incredible. But go ahead.
Before the show we were talking about it. Now when I was there, and I was going back a little ways. I'll never forget that we are all, the people that I was with, we were all taking turns coming in one at a time and spending maybe an hour doing a solo.
Yeah.
And I'm like walking in, and I'm like, do, me. I'm just like, yeah, this is cool. I really love being here. I walk up, as I'm walking up the stairs, I get to that one little landing, and then it goes up to the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Something dark goes right by me. Goes right by me like a shadow, just shot by me. And I'm like, okay, this is going to, now we're getting interesting. This is going to be great. Walk up, and I got a couple little gizmos, and I'm up in you guys have a little seance room up there, which by the way, when we come out, we will be putting that to good use. And so
Awesome.
I got a couple little things up there. I turn around, and I swear to God, it was like right here was a person, was a shadow with a hat. I'll never forget the hat. And it was like right there. And I went, whoo, because I was shocked. and it just disappeared. It just disappeared. And what was I can't remember the device. I was using a device, just a device, and it wasn't a REM pod, but it doesn't matter. But what I was asking, I was doing the yes or no questions, 1 and 2. That thing was answering in real time, every question. I sat there. I remember sitting there going, "This is crazy." And then
the spirits are so intelligent there. Go on though.
It's amazing.
Keep talking.
But I could feel the barometric pressure changing. The hair on my arm started to bristle, and I'm just like, okay. And I'm going, well, if I leave now, everybody's going to be calling me a wussy, that, you couldn't stay up there. Right. I'm sitting up there going,
this is amazing. Apparition with the hat too, a common experience. A lot of people have had that. I've seen that shadow figure with a hat too. She actually seen.
Wow.
We believe it's Dr. Henderson because she's seen like him full figure wise, because she can see them a lot, like fully. So she's seen them. She's seen Dr. Henderson. That was one of her first experiences there, where she's seen him with a top hat, and he looked at her, whistled, and walked away.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
in that same general area. Like that area, that second floor area, like right there.
Yep. Yeah, that same area.
That is.
It's a common experience in that area.
It's amazing. But I'll tell you a real funny thing that happened. So one day we were there, and I don't know what time it was, 2:00. I don't remember what time it was, but there was 4 of us. And at the time I was 30 pounds heavier. So I was probably the smallest, believe it or not. I was probably the smallest person there. And we're all talking, and all of a sudden a bat came, and this is again years ago before you guys put the new roof on. This thing, little bat about this big. You never seen, and I was sitting in a chair, so I wasn't moving, but you never seen 3 rather large men hit the floor and then try to roll like turtles trying to get up off the floor.
That's funny.
At that point I thought to myself, this is a great place, because you know what, it has great history. It's got amazing history.
Oh, yeah.
It has it's a beautiful place. You guys allow overnighters, which is phenomenal. It has great it's a great haunted location. It's got a lot of great stuff going on there. And I'm going to tell you something. You guys have one of the creepiest doll rooms that I've ever seen anywhere. That everybody tells me you got to sleep in the doll room. I've slept in just about every haunted location. I'm talking asylums, orphanages. I've slept on battlefields. You know what? Ain't gonna happen.
Definitely off the chart.
Nope, not going in.
Right.
Did
not a fan of the doll room.
Did you see that we gave them their own mini seance table now?
Yeah, little seance.
Mini seance table.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Got the two righty ends right there. They got their own little.
I think it's great.
It's like a little right crystal ball though. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it's really cool. It definitely needed like revamp. We just give it though, because it's like we appreciate all the donations, like everyone gives us the dolls and everything, but like in the crib dolls, it's getting a little crowded though. We still have all the items that were in there though. Like we still have all that stuff. Like we just made and like took some out, and it's like it was just you can walk in there like before you walk in there, like ever so many, like and they were all on the ground. We had to do something, put more shelves in, stuff like that, open it up more, and it looks so much better now. So much better.
It looks great. I think I got a picture.
Yeah, we worked really hard on it. And that day we worked hard on it too. And it was
one of the hottest.
It was one of the hottest days. And like we didn't have AC on the second floor because the electric can't handle having like AC right there, and like on the third floor and first floor too. You blow the breaker or whatever. So we didn't have AC. We just had fans going with the windows open. We were sweating like crazy. It was really bad. Yeah. Shout out to our volunteers that helped us, Alyssa right here too. Like she helped us a lot.
Yeah.
And the other Alyssa, Nick and everything. We had all kinds of people that were helping us and everything. That helped us immensely. Like seriously, shout out to them, because we were sweating so bad. But yeah, lucky we had like our friends and everything that helped us and everything too. And definitely made things easier. You know,
I think,
kept us all going. We just
I think what I think is really cool about it is the fact that, a lot of places they say, "Oh, we're all family here," and all that. You know what? Wildwood is one of those places. It's small enough to truly be family. And I see
Mhm.
so many people now. I mean, every time I turn around, Rick Perry is on his way out to Wildwood, and you
Yeah.
have so many people, so many great people that have contributed so much to the place and have helped. And just that is without a doubt, that
yeah,
is a
yeah.
hallmark of really how much you guys are loved and respected within the community. And that to me, I think is just amazing, just amazing. Now, let me ask you something.
Oh yeah,
There was
yeah.
a lot
Thank
of
you for
cures.
that.
There was a lot of crazy. Well, I won't say crazy cures because back then there was all different things. And I wanted to talk about some. They had where they would hook up batteries and run a wire into a tub. Correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And
Electric battery best. Yeah.
I happen to have from my collection. I have something that would have been very, very common at the time, and this is a Boyd's battery pendant where you would actually
Oh,
wear
that's
this.
really cool.
That is
And
really neat. Yeah.
these are things that were very common. And I've got, they call it the quack devices, all the little battery
Right.
charges. They look like something out of Scientology where you hold the cans. And
Mhm.
it people don't realize that this was in many cases cutting edge. Like if you go to Waverly Tuberculosis Hospital, you'll find that they would deflate a lung in order to let it
Mhm.
heal. That's what they believed in. Or
Right.
it's Waverly and I'm just trying to think. We are just in East Aurora today. The Roycroft.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
They
Oh yeah,
had
yeah. Oh
they
yeah.
had areas now.
We lived there in the store at
Yeah,
one point, a little bit, for a little bit.
now where the hotel was, or a hotel
Mhm.
is, though that was a sanitarium, and they had cold air cures where they pushed you out and let you go and breathe this cold fresh air in order to help clear your lungs. And what people don't realize is this was cutting edge science back then. A lot of people say,
Oh
"Oh,
yeah.
when we look at it now through modern eyes, we see like torture devices. We see like, oh my god, like cold water immersion baths." And I know out there, didn't they have like the real hot water where they would sweat it out of you? They tried to go and open up all your
Yeah.
pores,
Yes.
get
Yeah.
all the
Right.
the humors out, and to me, that is like amazing. And to have that at the sanitarium, and it's a beautiful Victorian house, but to have that like that advanced modality
Oh
and
yeah.
and treatments available there, that to me is like
Mhm.
always blows my mind.
Right. Well, it's like
Right.
even like the osteopathy approach that they had too. You know, like how they were doing like the massaging the joints and muscles and like the bones
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know, it like and they had this holistic approach too. Like they didn't believe in using like any kind of modern forms of drugs or anything like that. They
Yes.
used like a whole like a holistic. You know, they had a light bath cabinet on the second floor. They're basically trying to accelerate the body's natural way of healing. That's what their biggest belief system lied in, really. Which is it's really interesting stuff. It really is. It's like we even found something to like about Dr. Henderson actually being a Freemason too, which was super
Oh, really?
interesting
I
too.
didn't know
That's
that.
something, yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
was.
that yeah, he
Yeah.
was, yeah. That
Oh,
yeah, it's
wow.
pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, it
That's
like
amazing.
dude, yeah, this the history is like really it goes in many paths, man. It's like it's definitely interesting. Like how I was telling you too a little bit before this, and I'll get into the apartment stuff too. I was gonna talk about it earlier after she decided the sanitarium and I was gonna go to the apartment stuff, but we got into other stuff. It's okay
It's
though.
okay.
I want to talk about the apartment stuff now. So like
Yeah.
the phase after the building, it gets even more interesting because just it's like so both the doctors, they passed away in 1941, and they both passed away from heart issues, both of them, right?
Oh, wow.
So the place was renovated in apartments in 1958. So from what we found, it was actually like, it was vacant for some time. It's been renovated apartments 1958, and now I was telling you that I found this guy recently, dude, John Brychek, and he
Wow.
lived there during 1970.
That's cool.
And he
That's cool.
he was on the dean's list. in Jamestown Community College, and he was like a super athlete, renowned athlete in town. And he's possibly actually still alive because I actually never found any obituary information for him or anything. So I think he's still
That'd be
out
great
there,
to find him.
alive and walking about and everything. It'd be cool to
Wow.
talk to him at some point, even
Yeah.
like he is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a softball champion, bowling champion in town. There's hundreds of articles about this guy, literally hundreds of them out there. He was really renowned in town for being athletic. It's really cool. And then like latest thing I found about him is in 2008, it was high school, like a high school reunion thing he had going on. That's the latest article I was able to find about him. So like I'm pretty sure he might still be out there, like, and still like I said, tried to look into the obituary information, and like if he was a death or anything, but it doesn't seem like it. So he's probably still out there.
Isn't it amazing the rabbit holes that you go down? And this is something that
I know. Seriously, there's so many more names I got to look up to for the apartment phase, and then after the apartment phase, even though there's all these other owners, you know, like I haven't even really deep dived into. Like I want to at some point. There's all that extra history, you know. The sanitarium phase, of course, is fascinating. A lot of people want to know about that, of course, right? It's really cool and interesting. But like, there's a whole other layer. You know, there's a whole other layer, the apartment stuff. It's like that guy. Like I didn't know. Like that guy, there was that guy that did all that, and that was a very recent thing I just found out. Like this guy did all this stuff. Like I didn't even know about him until like
I think the research. I think what's important is that you're not concentrating on strictly the sanitarium phase and strictly the woo-woo stuff, all the ghost stuff. What I love about the research that you're doing is the fact that you are so interested in the personalities who were all a part of it. And so many people don't get that. So many people never understand that, you know, what led, you know, who were the people that also were there? Why, you know, how long did they stay?
Yeah.
What were their lives like? And you had said
they
that
have stories to tell too. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they all have stories to tell. And I think that's you know, and to me, no story is mundane. Every story is interesting. And especially when they have a link to Wildwood Sanitarium or the apartments, they have that little link in there. You never know what you're going to find. And a lot of times it's the lateral stuff that you find, especially like in genealogy, it's the same thing. All your lateral branches, who knows, you know, all these people are like, oh my God, all of a sudden they find out they're like related, like through, you know, some crazy pathway to Cleopatra or something. You never know.
Right, a celebrity.
No, seriously though.
Part is.
Dude, it goes deep, man. It really does go deep too. Like there's so much. Like there really is so much. Like when I had the free time, and it's like I have all these kids, everything. I really do like try to like find more. Like I'm always trying to find more. I went to all the local like county buildings. I've gone literally like everywhere in a radius, like every informational building to find as much as I possibly can about this place. like I've literally like me and Lori, like we've gone around everything too. Lori does it too. Lori's still like, you know, Lori's still heavily involved in all this. Like it's like, yeah, me and Brooke, like we you know, took ownership a little earlier than expected or whatever. You know, it's like we did all that. Yeah, but Lori still does her part and everything. Like she'll help like clean up and stuff. She'll do tours occasionally here and there. And then like she helps us like look into history more too and everything. Like she does, and like a lot of times it's like even right now she's watching our kids for us right now to actually even be here. Like,
and thank you, Lori,
like, for her right now. Like. Yeah, seriously, thank you,
Lori,
and thank you, Tim Shaw. Shout out to you for giving me a break from my children because oh my God, I love them, but they're a lot sometimes. So yeah, thanks for the break, Tim Shaw. I appreciate it, dude.
That's
seriously,
funny.
you're the man for that. Because it's been a day. Let's say that it's been a day.
Listen, require.
Yeah.
But now,
it's a lot of stuff.
Let me ask you this. You know what kills me and what I hate in the paranormal field is everything is everything is anything that may be a little thriller or scary or a little spooky. Automatic is something negative, demonic, blah blah blah. In my estimate, or in my opinion, I have to say that Wildwood is a great place and it's peaceful. For me, it's very, very peaceful. And I believe whoever the energies are there, those spirit personalities are there, they really just want to kind of talk, and they if you go and you can trigger them the right way, they are happy to
Yeah.
tell you their story. And so what is your opinion when somebody comes back and says, now I don't know if anybody's ever done this, but okay, I'll ask it first. Has anybody ever said, oh, there's something evil in the house? And what would be your response to that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
People have said basically anything you could say paranormal related.
They've
We've
said
heard.
it. Yeah.
We've heard from possession, scratch bit, all that stuff. Anything you could say, demonic, blah blah. Like there's always someone that says that stuff.
Yeah.
Not always is there valid evidence behind it, but there is. People have said. I feel like that happens pretty much like everywhere, and there's always someone that's gonna like do that. But like I said, sometimes like sometimes they have valid evidence, and sometimes it's just like I don't know, like I've seen people like take pictures of like scratches or whatever. I'd be like, oh wow, that's crazy, but then like my mind goes to like like it could have been like inflicted from like anxiousness or something. Like I try to debunk it, right? Like like my mind just instantly goes there. Um, I've had some really weird instances there myself, but like it's a mix though. It's like sometimes the energy, like I feel like they get moody. Like a lot of times, I think it's the biggest thing is like sometimes like the spirits, like they were alive once, right? Sometimes they get moody. Like that's the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing because like I got evidence of like some women like the nurses and everything, they get a little nasty and stuff towards like on EVPs and stuff like that. But then also like there's a spirit that a lot of people like to call Charlie on the third floor, and he can be a little nasty. But I don't even know for certain like sometimes what energy even actually is, if he even calls himself Charlie. Like he calls himself Charlie, and we believe from the evidence we've gotten that he was like an alcoholic that was treated there. But at the same time, though, it's kind of confusing because like he can be kind of nasty. Like a lot of times it come through as nasty, but then like also like he's tried to say he was other things. It's almost like he tries to deliberately confuse. Like it's a really weird kind of energy with him. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out a little bit. And like, but then we've also had like really peaceful things, like how you said, like, so on the second floor, a lot of times, even like the seance room, it's like we get people like connections with their loved ones, like past loved ones, or like their brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, or friends, or whatever. Like there's been really amazing things that have happened with that, where people have gotten I've had people cry, bawl their eyes out in front of me, and Brooke has had the same thing. We've had many people do that, or again, like really intelligent things that it almost seems like the doctors even like have like made that happen, created that bridge, and made that happen for them.
I really think at the end of the day, and this is kind of with any location, it just depends on how you go into
the approach.
Yeah. If you're going into things like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, this is all BS, or whatever else, those are the same people that write in the book that they got nothing at all night. But then you'll also look too, like in our garbage can, and there will be like beer cans and everything else.
Yeah.
You can't come to a place that treated alcoholism and expect the spirits to talk to you when you're drinking, when you're not even supposed to be. But you're sitting there drinking. How are you going to expect to make a connection with them?
Exactly.
It's just little things like that. If you go in with it in full intentions of listening to their stories, actually listening to them and having an experience, it's more than likely that it will happen. I mean, that's
exactly.
I mean, there obviously is different things. Yeah. Again, so we had our event on Saturday, and we were all sitting in a group up on the third floor, and I'm not even gonna lie, this kind of freaked me out a little bit too. And Sue Freeman, I see she's in the chat, and her family and stuff was there too to watch this. So when Selena came to the house recently, she gave us, what are they called?
The Infinity
deck.
Deck.
So it's this pack of cards basically that has yes, no, different things on it. I had never really messed with them before, so I just kind of opened them and shuffled them like I would with like a tarot deck or something like that. And I laid them out on the floor, not, thinking anything of it. So we were asking questions, and I was pulling cards as, whatever kind of card my intuition told me to pull. And so at one point we asked, I don't remember exactly how it came up. Like,
so wait, okay, so we were getting some really interesting responses. So we had the glow sticks, we had the glow sticks out. We were getting really interested. They're actually naming the colors even the glow
Oh, the
sticks.
glow
It's actually really
That's
crazy.
cool.
Through Estes,
That's
like we had
cool.
the guy under through Estes, and he was all the way across, and they were answering the questions of the glow sticks, what their favorite color glow stick was, and we had it, and the glow stick was actually round, and the guy's neck was actually freaking crazy. The color, like, and so we had these cards out, and at one point, like I'm not even sure, like I have it on recording. I recorded this whole thing, by the way.
Yes, yeah.
I had it on recording, but I'm not sure how we actually got to. I have to look back. But we asked, what we're talking to human?
I think it started as I was like asking the typical questions like, are you a boy? Are you a girl? Stuff like that.
Mm.
And then it said like no or something to both. So then I asked if you have ever been,
If you've
you
ever
were a
been,
human.
yeah.
And it said no. And then I asked again, didn't I ask? So I asked if it was like an elemental
I'm a
spirit.
spirit.
Yeah.
It said
I'm a
no. And well, no, it said
Like,
stop.
no. You got
Yeah.
the protection card. There's a
No, that
protection
was
card.
after. Yeah. It said stop when I asked if it was an elemental. And then I asked another question. It wasn't it.
You're mixing up. You got the protection chant first, and then stop.
Oh,
After
okay.
yes.
Okay,
Again.
so
Yeah.
I asked if it was an elemental spirit, and then so in the deck, I didn't even know that it had a card that has a protection chant on it,
Mhm.
and like setting your attentions and stuff. And I pulled that card out when I was
It
asking
was
questions
really
about not being human.
It was really eerie.
And then I asked another question, and it said stop. So it just that freaked out kind of the whole group, and it was just very strange. Like we all caught the vibe on that. Yeah, we still have to post a video.
I'll send it to you, and I'll probably post it at some point since we talked about it here. I'll post it.
Yeah, and then
I had the video. I sent in the group
Yeah.
chats and all the group chats and everything because like I thought it was crazy. Like like I said, I recorded the whole thing. It's actually, dude,
no,
it was so
literally
weird.
The entire group, we all got up and we're like, yeah, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else. So we went in the basement after that because we just all like were like, okay,
dude.
we're gonna go somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely intense.
same
Really
way.
intense experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird, but
Absolutely.
like also at the same time, you know, it's like how I said, the one spirit that goes by
Likes to
Charlie.
pretend to be
It's
different
like
things, yeah.
he likes to mess with people's heads, like almost like it almost like mimic too. Like we get like this energy too, that's really weird that like mimics people. Like and that happens often. Like so we'll hear like our friends' voices on spirit boxes, like and our voices even at times, like really weird stuff. And then like even like in other rooms, like other people have reported even hearing like us or like other people, like weird stuff like that, really weird stuff. I had this really weird experience one time too. My friend Kate, I like to tell people about this because it was really strange. So we were on the second floor in the doll room. At one point, me and my friend Kaden, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go outside and vape and everything." And he went out. Once I heard him go all the way downstairs, go off fry everything. And I walked out about 5 minutes later. I seen him in the seance room, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, kid!" Like I thought you went outside. He just started walking like really fast, and I was following him. I was trying to get his attention. Followed him all the way downstairs into the one. The one room we have, it's like a gift shop now to the left at the bottom of the stairs. Like it used to be a different room. We turned into a gift shop. Went into there, and he's gone. And then he came in the front door, and it like freaked me out really bad, dude. It freaked me out so bad. And he didn't look back at me the whole time. I was trying to get attention of him either. But then I also thought back on it, and he wasn't making any noise either. Like I was following him, and he's a big guy too. And I was following him, and like he wasn't making any noise. And he was moving really fast too. Like I'm pretty quick on my feet too. Like and he was going. No noise was made. Like I was thinking back, it just I always just think back on it. Like it's like burned in my memory because it was a crazy experience. And like and that's the only time I actually experienced something like that, seeing something like that and everything. But like I said, the spirit box thing has happened a bunch of times. Also, another thing, is like mimicking equipment. Like I've heard like REM pods on spirit boxes and like other devices and stuff. But I know other people have experienced that as well at other locations. Like I'm not saying it's like unique to our location because I know other people have experienced it because I've talked to other people about it. Like so, I'm trying to figure out like what the heck that was. I was actually asking. So like that Lauren that makes those crystal pods. You know what I'm talking about. So I asked her, I'm like, is it possible for that REM pod to go off like on a spirit box? Like, is that a thing? Is that possible for like that to go on that radio waves? And I don't know, from what she was telling me, like from I remember, she said it wasn't though. Like it wasn't a thing. Like, and that's why I was like, wait, what? Like, I'm like, because I was totally expecting her to be like, yeah, it's possible. You know, like it happens sometimes, like a glitch, like, and then she's like, no. I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean no? Like, you know, it just like blew my mind. I'm like, holy crap, like it's so weird because I've experienced that a bunch of times, and like the equipment won't even actually be going out. It just goes off on a spirit box, and like it freaks people out too. I'll be like ghosters and like, what the heck, like it's going off on that, but not actually going
People
off. Like,
don't get it. People don't understand that there's different types of spirits, and I do a talk.
yeah,
Actually, I do a talk on the different types of spirits
yeah,
that I've encountered or other people have encountered. Doppelgangers are the physical. Mimics, I swear to God, mimics are the audio. And
yeah,
I have heard so many times mimics. And I
yeah,
had an experience at Waverly Tuberculosis
yeah,
Hospital where we were walking with a girl and she disappeared. And
yeah.
Oh wow.
when I walked, she was actually ahead of us.
Wow.
So, I mean, these are things that happen.
Yeah,
And again,
right.
this is something that is amazing that is happening in your location. Listen, we're rapidly running out of time. Tell
Yeah.
everybody what's coming up because you guys have a bundle of little events going on, and tell everybody about about some of the programs that you run
Okay.
and all the fun stuff that you do. And guys, everybody out there, listen, check out this website. It's an excellent website, give you a lot of information, but I think that you really should put this on your bucket list if you've never been there.
Yeah, so actually on August 8th, that'll be our next event coming up. So August 8th, we're having a camp out celebration type party. And what we're doing for that is Christy London will be doing a gallery reading.
Yay! I love
And then,
Christy.
oh yeah, we do
Yeah,
too. Yeah.
Oh, Christy's
And then
she's just great.
oh yeah, we
Oh,
love her.
for sure.
She's been around Wildwood
Yeah.
since we've owned it, and we've always appreciated that. And she's always willing to do events and come out and support the house, and she's fantastic. And then Mike will be speaking about Bigfoot and all experiences in the Allegheny State
Love him.
Park,
Yeah.
and oh yeah. And then after that, so people will get to investigate for a few hours, and then we do have an option where people can spend the night actually with the house. And so that's only $40 a ticket. That's the thing too, is we try and keep our prices very affordable. Yeah, because that's always been something that's very important to us, is having it affordable so that the everyday person can afford to do it. Because I mean, investigating is a very expensive hobby.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we always try and keep it as affordable as possible for everyone.
Amazing.
But yeah, that event
Amazing.
was huge, and we're super excited for that. And then I think the next one would be in October. We have our girls slumber party event. So we, all get together, eat a bunch of snacks, and talk about our experiences and stuff like that.
That's
and
great.
then we all investigate in our ghost pajamas, or however everyone shows up. And it's really interesting to see like how the spirits do react to a group of girls, or how they react to different people as well too. So we actually just posted that today, and within an hour we were already selling tickets. So that event will be really huge too. Yeah. And then we have other ones too that we'll be posting soon as well. Yeah,
that's amazing. Now you know what, you hit something right on the head that is so important to me, because we always talk about preservation and trying to keep everything going, but it's a fine line trying to go and let people afford these wonderful locations. And I think that is so wonderful that you guys really open up your doors for nominal. And I mean, to me, that shows me the love that you not only have for the location, but the respect that you guys have for the people that are coming in. And I love that, because I mean, I've been kicking around since Moses stumbled down, with the 10, actually the 15 commandments, but he lost 5 along the way. It's the 10 commandments. And I mean, I've seen a lot of people that are just in it for the almighty dollar. They want to get as much as it's just a money grab. You guys are putting so much money back into your location. You guys are trying to open it up for as many people as you possibly can. That's admirable. That's probably one of the best things I've ever heard. Guys, I am going to have to go.
We put a lot of heart and soul into it.
Well, you guys
dude.
put more than just heart and
Mhm.
soul. Believe me, you guys, this is a life passion. Guys, stay on the line because we already got a cut. It's already been almost 55 minutes, and stay on the line so I can thank you both properly off the air because this was a phenomenal. This is probably one of my. This was so much fun, guys, because I love getting a hold of people that have passion, and they're not just like, okay, the ghost came out and we all ran because we were scared. I
Yeah.
love being able to go and hang out with people that have that passion. So,
Mhm.
Yeah,
guys,
thank you for having
thank
me,
you.
man.
You guys
Yeah,
humble
thank
me for
you.
being on. Hold on a couple minutes. We'll be back on. I'll thank you off the air. My head is just like spinning. I loved it.
I
Thank
know
you
there's so
so
much
much.
more I want to say too.
Yeah.
Really, like
We'll
seriously.
have to do
Well,
a part 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
part
well, I
two at
was
some
just gonna
point. Yeah.
say, listen, when you guys need a Tuesday away,
Yeah.
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 you know what? Let me
Give
know,
us
and
give us
we'll
a break,
schedule
right? Give us a
something.
break from the kids. Wild Lori, you hear that? You hear that? You hear that, Lori? I call her
Lori,
Wild Lori, by the way.
Lori,
I call her Wild
Lori,
Lori.
listen,
That's what I call her. That's
Lori,
her name.
they will go and they will buy you a pizza. They will give you a
Yeah,
pizza.
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
They'll
Got you at the
take care
pizza
of
party,
things,
Lori.
Lori. Hold on, guys. I'll be back in just a couple seconds. This was a phenomenal interview. I loved every minute of it. We had so much fun with it. And you know what? It's so refreshing to be able to go and talk to two people that have such a passion for this beautiful building. They're rebuilding it. They're forever working on it, and they are opening it up. It's not just opening their lives, but opening up their passion. So, guys, if I'm telling you, and I've said it enough, this is a jewel. This is a jewel of Western New York. We are blessed here in Western New York because we have several phenomenal locations that you can go to and you can be a part of. And this is one of them. So, guys, please put this on your bucket list and please support Wildwood Sanitarium because they are great. Guys, take care. Be kind to each other. And we'll see you next week. Ciao, babies. We'll see you where else? At the Black Cat Lounge, really elite beat next to the dumpster transfer station down the street on Broadway. See you later. Bye.